If you had to choose which prison would be easier to escape from, a prison with a 1,000-layer thick foam wall or a prison with a solid stone wall, which one would you choose? Whoever gets out first will win a cash prize. William chooses the foam prison, and John chooses the stone wall prison. Upon punching it, its thickness is about 2 feet. Breaking it is not easy at all. On the other hand, the strength like a stone wall is impossible. To try again, the host chooses John's hammer. In this part, he hits the pencil foam with full force. The pencil passes through many layers, realizing that if he listens, he can get out. Even the pencil breaks from. Now William has only his hands. The way out of the foam is blocked. Meanwhile, John's rubber mallet, to save time, and new tools. This time William, because John wants to take the iron ball, so he cleverly cuts its long blade. But the tools they get don't turn out to be very useful for their respective prisons. William still manages to pull out a little foam with his hands while John's stone wall remains unaffected. The host brings tools again. This time John is straightforward and chooses a heavy metal hammer. William gets an axe. The axe cuts through the foam wall like butter and passes through multiple layers at once. Then William notices that the edge part is a bit soft. He immediately comes up with a new trick and starts digging frantically in that exact spot. On the other side, hammering is going on, sparks are flying, but not a single crack appears on the wall. The stone is extremely hard, hands are aching. Still he doesn't stop. Suddenly a foam box, in both prisons, is found to contain new tools hidden inside. Both immediately start breaking it, but the box turns out to be quite sturdy. John breaks it into 2 pieces first, but he makes a mistake because the tool was hidden in only 1 piece. Both start digging again. William gets a blue note first, which says that the new tool is a shovel. Without wasting time, he starts digging again. The shovel proves to be amazing. A large chunk comes out every time, and the tunnel starts getting bigger rapidly. After a short while, he reaches a new layer. This time a hard foam mat is inside, and the space is very tight, so it's not easy to break. Meanwhile, John finally gets a good hammer, and he understands. Still, his gaze falls on a specific rock on the upper right side that looks a bit different from the rest. He strikes that exact spot dozens of times, and finally a small crack appears there. Perhaps this is the weak spot. He keeps hitting that same part, and finally the stone starts breaking. John uses the hammer to make that even bigger. On the other side, William still hasn't been able to completely break that hard foam mat. This layer turns out to be much stronger than he expected. Then the host brings new tools again, and chooses a shaped curved knife. William gets a big machete, but such a big weapon is not useful, so he just starts removing the surrounding foam. The curved knife helps pull out the broken stones, but his luck doesn't last long, because the tip of the stone bends badly while pulling. Still, the remaining part is left in a condition to cut. Finally, William breaks that hard foam mat too, and the foam layers inside start coming out in big pieces again. With this tool, he can get out very soon. The host brings new tools. New tools. John wins again. Square hammer. William gets a round shovel. This shovel is completely ineffective. He starts digging again. John's weird hammer does not work. This time, the host brings